Hello all, welcome to KonnectzIT training videos. In this video, I'll be showing you how to start with KonnectzIT and how to start using KonnectzIT, how to use it. So let's get started by signing up. So you have to enter the URL app.konnectzit.com, and for signing up, click on sign up. So it will take to a window where you have to enter just your email address. So I just entered my email address and I have to verify I'm not a robot. So just click on continue. An email will be sent to your account. So you have to use a password and confirm password and click on continue. So an email will be sent to your account. So you have to go to your email address and check. So you can see that there is an email received from KonnectzIT, a confirmation instructions. So I have to click on confirm account. So my verification is completed. So I will click on continue. So this will ask for login. So you have to log into the account. Again, you have to verify. So once you log in, you will be redirected to the dashboard of KonnectzIT. So where you can able to see all the detailed information about your account. So right now we haven't started any transaction, so we don't have any connects here, and all the latest addition of apps to KonnectzIT will be shown over here, and also your create connects. So that is basically your workflow. It will be mentioned in create connects tab, and the number of tasks you use. So the task consumed, it will be present here, and the task available. So this is basically, and also you can upgrade your account. So this is the dashboard. This is how you have to sign up and start creating connects. So let's go ahead and check out the apps page. This is the dashboard and I'm heading to the apps page. So this is my apps page. You can see that like there is a tab called authorized tab. So you have to authorize these apps. So before actually creating a workflow. So KonnectzIT actually supports two types of authorization. So one is OAuth based authorization and the other one is API key or a token based authorization. So let's check how to authorize our apps. So I will start authorizing the apps like OAuth app. So that is Gmail. So for OAuth based app, so you have to provide the credentials. Basically, you will be allowing the application to authorize the apps. So you will get to choose the account that I'm just choosing my Gmail account. So we have to provide an authorized application access to KonnectzIT for Gmail. So I have to click on allow. So this is how my Gmail authorization will be completed. So for any authorization, kind of OAuth based authorization, so you have to follow this process. So there are a couple of apps like Trello, Todoist, all these are like OAuth based authorization. And the other apps are API key or a token API token based authorization where you have to capture the API key. So I will show one of the app is Calendly. So this uses an API key based authorization. It is we have to capture the token from Calendly and paste inside KonnectzIT. So for this we have to add to Calendly account and check on integration tab, and you have to copy this API key and paste inside KonnectzIT. So now the authentication is completed, so we can able to use Calendly as well. Similarly, I will authorize one more app called Bitly. So this is again an API key based authorization. So we have to generate an authentic auth token and paste it inside KonnectzIT and click on continue, so we can able to authorize this app. So this is one type of app, that is an authorization app. So these are all the apps which support authorization part inside KonnectzIT. And we do have HubSpot. HubSpot is an OAuth based authorization. So for this you have to click on the account. Again we have to give access to KonnectzIT. So similarly how we actually done it for Gmail. So we have to follow the same process for HubSpot as well. So these are all the authorized apps inside KonnectzIT. And for webhook apps, you don't need to authorize webhook apps basically. So what you have to do is you have to copy the URL from these apps and follow the instructions which are present inside this. So these are all the instructions to paste your webhook URL. So I will explain that in detail further in this video. So let's get started for creating connects. These are all the apps. So let's go ahead and see the tab of connects. So whatever the connects, as of now we don't have any connects at this moment. So whatever the connects we are creating, it will be listed inside connects tab. So now I'm going ahead and creating my first connect, that is my first workflow. So you can see that all the apps which will be listed in like left hand side of our panel here, and this is the most used app, it will be present here. And there will be an authorized app. So right now we authorized these four apps: Calendly, Gmail, Bitly and HubSpot. So these are all the authorized apps. So this will be listed over here and you can use these apps. So if you have to use authorized apps, again you have to go back to the apps page and authorize those apps and start using creating connects. So all these apps will be displayed here. We have to drag this app, click on the Calendly app and drag the app to start using it. So KonnectzIT actually supports just drag and drop feature. So right now I actually drag the first app. So this first app, which is basically we call it as a trigger app or a left hand side app. So this is where you initiate your workflow. So this is the point where your initiate starting point of your workflow. So this we will call it as trigger app, or else like the left hand side app to start with. So Calendly support inside there are two triggers, that is invitee created in Calendly and invitee cancelled. So I am selecting as invitee created. So whenever there is an invite created inside Calendly, so I'm just selecting those as a trigger, and you can see that all the attributes will be listed with the basic. These are all the standard attributes provided by Calendly. So it is being listed over here, and we have to click on test and review to check whether we are actually receiving the data to KonnectzIT from Calendly using your API key. So let's go ahead and click on test and review. Yes, my API key is authorized properly and I'm receiving, KonnectzIT is able to receive the data from Calendly. And you can see there is a plus icon added after test and review is successful. So this is where you can choose additional attributes. I will show the use case of this particular additional attributes. So right now you can choose these additional attributes like this. Whenever you are choosing this, so the additional attributes will be present, so you can use it off in further in your automations. So this is the trigger app. So now let's go ahead and store the data which we received from Calendly in our second app. So right now I'm choosing the second app as HubSpot. So here basically this we call it as actions, or like in HubSpot. So right now we have only one action inside HubSpot, that is create contact. So for this contact, so whatever the attributes which we got it from Calendly, so we can use this first app and we can start connecting to the HubSpot directly, or else I can use a modifier which I will show you in further. So right now I'm just connecting directly from the nodes of the first app to the nodes of the second app. So you can just do a mapping kind of thing. So I'm just mapping as in email to the email field, and the name, invitee name, to the name field. So basically right now I'm just directly mapping the data from Calendly, that is my first app, to the data to the second app, so that is HubSpot. So before clicking on test and review, this is my HubSpot. So these are all the contacts which are present inside HubSpot. So right now I will go ahead and click on test and review. So the data is been sent to HubSpot, and you can also see the plus icon where I can choose the additional attributes. This is the output we are getting it from HubSpot, where we can use this to make our automation more robust. So now the data has been sent to HubSpot, so we can go ahead and check whether the sample data is been present inside HubSpot. So you can see that the sample data is present, that is with the name and the email. So basically what I'm doing is, whenever there is a new appointment booked inside Calendly, I'm storing those records in HubSpot CRM. So now I will show the use case of, the additional attributes feature. So this I'm using it a link shortener app, that is a bit.ly, and I will create a link. So and select an URL. So I will choose this URL. So that is my ebook URL, and I will paste inside bit.ly URL, and I will choose the data as the name, title of this particular action with the name which I am getting it from Calendly. So now I will click on test and review. So this will send data to bit.ly, so I'll be able to generate an URL. So you can see that I already shown the additional attributes, but what is the use of it is, so now I'm getting a link, a shorter link, which we are getting it from bit.ly. So you can see that. So now I can use this for my further usage. So you can see I actually pasted a long URL of my ebook. Now I'm using a short URL, which the output we are getting it from bit.ly. This is the use case of additional attributes, where you can use the output of the second apps or third apps to basically your actions app to perform an robust workflow automation. So now I can use this short URL in my further automations. So till now we are actually connecting the nodes. That means like we are directly using the nodes. We are not modifying any data from the initial apps to our further apps. Now I will show how to modify those data using our formatters. So KonnectzIT actually support three formatters as of now. So these are all the three formatters, so which we have already done a video on this particular formatters. You can go ahead and check those video how to use these formatters. So KonnectzIT supports three type of formatter, that is, one is date formatter, So you can use to format the dates, and the number formatters, so where you can format addition to the calculation options using a number formatter, and also text formatter, so where you can modify your text like by merging or by splitting the data, or means based on your particular use case. So I'll just go ahead and select text formatter now. So here I'm selecting it for merging the data. So this is my formatter. For this, whatever the data point you will be using, so you have to select those data from any of these apps and connect to this node. So I'm just connecting the name, and also I'll be selecting the event stat time, and also event type name, and also the URL. So now I will go ahead and create a content in my formatter, text formatter. So this I use a simple technique. So we have to use at the rate symbol, so to select the attributes which we are connected from our previous apps. So right now I'm going ahead and using this attributes. So you have to click on at the rate, so you will be able to see all these options which we able to connected from the previous app. So I will create my own content. So you can see I'm using my short URL which I'm getting it from bit.ly. So please find the ebook link here. So, and I will say thanks. So once we created, so this is basically I'm using all the endpoints from my previous apps, and I'm modifying my my data, you can see, to use this data to my further app. So my validator is working successfully. That means it is receiving data from all these endpoints, and we can able to use this further. Now I'm going ahead and click on Gmail. So these are all the authorized app I used for this particular use case. Now I will be able to send a data using Gmail. I use the email which I received from Calendly, and I use the body content which I am formatted using my text formatter, and I can give a customized subject. So now I will go ahead and click on test and review. So basically an email will be sent to this particular email ID as of now. So now we will go ahead and click on test and review of Gmail. So this will basically send a test email to the email which we selected. Yes, the data has been sent to Gmail. So now you guys can check. So this is what the particular automation we built. So whenever there is a new appointment on Calendly, so we are storing it in CRM and generating an ebook inside Bitly and formatting using data formatter and sending a notifying to the user with my ebook link. So now I will go ahead and we have to go ahead and click on publish connect. So if you are not publishing your connects, so it will not be active. So we have to click on publish connects. So now the data is being published. So and whenever there is an invitee created on Calendly, this will trigger a create contact on HubSpot and create a link on Bitly and send an email on Gmail. So this is how you can use authorized app to build your workflows. And now I will show how to use the webhook apps to create an connects. So this is one method of creating an connects using all these authorized app. So I can mix match and I can create webhook apps. So let's go ahead and create these apps. So I can use, so this is webhook apps and authorized apps only for our initial triggers are different. So rest all things can be used same. So I am choosing an viral loop as an webhook app. So these are all the triggers which is being present inside KonnectzIT for viral loop. So I will just select as new participant and we have to copy the URL and paste inside viral loops. So I will go to viral loops. So before that I have to log into viral loop. So I will so once you copy the URL, you have to come to the app which the app webhook apps you are using and click on the campaigns and go to the webhook part and paste the URL you copied from KonnectzIT and click on send test request. So before that you have to click on capture webhook response. So this will enable viral loop KonnectzIT to capture the webhook response sent by viral loop. So I am just now sending a test data. So you can see the data has been sent to KonnectzIT and immediately so the data will be received by KonnectzIT. All the data we received from viral loop. So this is the only difference between authorized app and the webhook apps. So rest all things will be same. So we can start using the same thing as creating connects using the same app. So I can save viral loop in like using HubSpot. Again the same thing I'm doing it similarly how I shown with Calendly as an authorized app. So I will do rest all things will be the same. So I'll be connecting the email ID I am receiving it from viral loop and the name and the last name, and I can connect all this the other details as well. So I will click on test and review. So this will add a contact inside my HubSpot with these details which we received from viral loop. So I will show those contact which is being added. So you can see there is an contact which has been added to the CRM which with the name and the email ID. So this is how you can use webhook apps to create connects. So I will go ahead and publish my connects. So now basically, so whenever there is an like a form filled in viral loop, so this will automatically store a contact inside HubSpot. That is our CRM. So these are all the two ways to use create connects using authorized apps and also the webhook apps. So let's go ahead and see the history part. So right now we don't have any history. So this is because of like we don't used any connects. So this is the tab where you can actually choose your success or an error, whether the connects you created, whether it is working fine or like if you have any errors. So I will go ahead and test this connect, so which we created, that is first connect, that is whenever there is an invitee created on Calendly. So let's go ahead and test this by creating an calendar link. So I'll go ahead and copy the link. So this I'm doing just live directly. So I'm going ahead and creating an event with my name and email ID with the phone number and the reason. So I'll go ahead and schedule an event inside Calendly. So now as per our connect, so this should create an invitee created on Calendly that will create a contact on our CRM, that is HubSpot CRM, and also create a link in Bitly, so with my name, and send an email on Gmail. So you can see that, so this is basically an calendar invite. So you can see guys, so with my name, so there is an with the email ID which we filled inside Calendly, so the details is been added to HubSpot CRM using KonnectzIT. So this is how you can add. My KonnectzIT is working successfully and I will be receiving an email. So this is the email format which we actually created. So you can see with my name, and thanks for you choosing the event type and also the start time and date with the URL. Yes, this is the email. So this is with my name, and here is the event type and the name, and also the ebook link, so which we can use to download the ebook. So right now my Connects is working successfully. So I will go to the history tab. So history tab will show my Connects. Probably it might get updated later. So this is how you can actually send a data from Calendly to HubSpot, and this is how you can create a Connects. So let's go ahead and check on our account tab. So this is basically account is a feature, so where you can able to input your name and your company name, and you can also select the time zone. With the language, so right now KonnectzIT support all these languages, so you can choose any language you want, and you can also add your image and click on update. So and you can use change password for updating your passwords, and the billing section, So this is where you can see this is my free plan, and we can apply a coupon code. So this will actually add a coupon code, and this will enter to the paid plans. So you can see there are two active connects which I created. So one is authorized app connect, and also the other one is webbook type connect. And there is three tasks being consumed. So I can explain about the tasks. So with this particular connect which we created, so you can see that, so we use this particular um, example where to capture a lead from Calendly and store it in HubSpot, and also creating an link inside bit.ly, and we actually send an email. So now the task consumes are three tasks in our 100 tasks. So the task is consumed, so everything was worked perfectly here. So this is the three tasks. One is HubSpot is consuming a task, one single task. So where it to create an, I will show you. So HubSpot is taking one particular task where there is to store a data, and there is a link generated inside bit.ly. So right now we will count one more operations, that is on text formatter. So this will counted as operation, and we are using email to send an email. So there are three different apps. So the task consumed for this particular event is three tasks, so which is being listed over here. And there will one more operation, that is text operations, will be added for this particular task. So hope you guys like this video. We do have a support page, support tab here, where you can use to, like, ask for any type of questions if you are finding it difficult in how to use connects and how to create connects. And we always have our community support where you can come to group Facebook groups and KonnectzIT, so where we will always be there to help you guys out. And also you can always email us at support@konnecktzit.com. So hope you guys like this video. If you guys have any questions on this how to use KonnectzIT, so you can also drop a comment in the comment section below. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day.